Hello, this is the video that is for Capricorn for the month of April. I'm just going to do a little Palo Santos. I want to make sure that I get any negative energy out of here. So I want to make sure we have this lit. I want to make sure that all of my spiritual symbolisms, all the protection, I want to make sure my cards, make sure my phone, my energy is all clear. The light of the tree is clear. All right. We bless this home. We bless these cards. We bless spirit that comes in to help us to get the answers that we are in need of. So let's get started. So for the month of April, this is for Capricorn. All right. So Capricorn, let's find out what messages you have for this month. Okay, I'll take these for the top. All right. Capricorn, at the bottom of the deck, you have the Two of Pentacles. So at the bottom of the deck, we're dealing with the Two of Pentacles, which to me is talking about the foundation, what pretty much April is going to be about for you. So far, for the Two of Pentacles, during the month of April, Capricorn, you're going to spend a lot of time trying to create a balance with something, trying to get something exactly the way that you want it. There'll be some maneuvering. Somebody may be doing some manipulating. But either way, you're trying to get both feet on the ground. That's what your goal is, to get both feet on the ground so that everything can just go smoothly. You've been wanting to kind of reach this certain destination or reach this certain goal for quite some time. And I do believe during the month of April that you are going to be able to find yourself the balance that you need in order to move forward. The other cards that had come out of the deck all by themselves, we have the Strength card. You also have the Five of Swords. And you also have the Lover's card. So these cards are what decided they didn't want to go in the deck. They needed to be first. So this is pretty much what we're going to talk about during the month of April for you. So as we get started, as I said, your foundation for the month of April, for the month of April is in fact going to be the Two of Pentacles. With the Two of Pentacles, you're going to try desperately hard, again, to get the balance in a certain situation, perhaps over a relationship. But this balance that you're trying to accomplish, the struggle is because you're the only one putting in all the effort, putting in the work during the month of April. The other person may be trying to step up to the plate to a certain degree, but they are nowhere near, shape, or form putting in the same amount of work that you are. The next card that comes up for you is, in fact, the Strength card, as we said. This Strength card, and I'm going to move you just a little bit closer to make sure that you can see. I know it's a little dark, but I prefer this energy right now to keep things kind of calm and relaxed. So with the Strength card, this card definitely is indicating that you're going to need to have your strength. You're going to need to have your wits about you. You're going to need to kind of be able to not speak so much as far as listening. You're going to need to listen more and speak less. It's going to take a lot of strength for you not to say something in reference to a certain situation that occurs in the month of April. There's something you're going to want to put your 2 cents in, or put your input, or give your information or your knowledge or your experience even. But during the month of April, it's important for you to let somebody believe that what they're saying is word. What they're saying is truth. What they're saying is okay. Like okay with you. Even though it may not be, it is important to allow this person to figure it out by themselves. It's important to allow this person to make sense of it all. They've got to come to the conclusion whether it's working or it isn't working, whether it's right or it isn't right. Right now, they expect you to give them a challenge. This person's expecting you to argue with them. This person is expecting you, Capricorn, to put up a fight, so to speak. Because don't forget, you're still trying for this month to get your balance, right? You're still trying to get your balance here. So what we want to do is we want to add to. We want to add to. Now, for some of you Capricorns, the Lover's card is the next card that comes up for you guys. And when we're dealing with the Lover's card, this Lover's card is what you're going to need strength in as well. Maybe that's what this whole situation is talking about. Maybe all of this has to do with love. For some of you, it could be for love for what you do. Maybe you love your job or the work that you're doing. For some of you, it is definitely about a relationship, and it is about trying to come to an understanding, trying to come to an equal agreement. It's that agreeing to disagree situation again. For some of you, this 5 of Swords during the month of April, this 5 of Swords is exactly where you're wanting to figure this out. Because some of you had this argument or this disagreement. Some of you may have had to walk away, or maybe your partner walked away. But this time out, although you didn't feel like it was necessary, it actually was. Had you not been through what you've just gone through with this person, you wouldn't think about where you are today as far as your mental thoughts. You wouldn't be on that page. You wouldn't be prepared for the next step in this relationship had you not gone through what you went through. Sometimes these situations or these relationships they kind of exhaust you. They tend to put you, though, in a place that you need to be in, even when it's uncomfortable. Because in this particular place is where you're going to learn about yourself, and you're going to learn about your partner. Now I'm going to turn on this light right here just to see if it affects the view. For some of you, that's probably much better, isn't it? My apologies for the beginning of your video. I will keep it this way. Makes it easier for you to see the cards that I'm actually dealing with. So like I said here, you're dealing with the 2 of Pentacles, you're dealing with the Strength card, you're dealing with the 5 of Swords, true. For some of you, in this situation in April, somebody is definitely, after the argument, going to still be hanging around. Somebody is still wanting to get your attention. Somebody is not ready to turn the other cheek. Somebody's not quite ready to get involved with somebody new. Somebody knows there's still unfinished business here. You definitely have unfinished business, Capricorn. And for some of you, you might be watching this video. You might not even be a Capricorn, and you're just hanging around watching it. Well, this message could be for you, because this person coming toward Capricorn is really to the point where they thought it was one-sided, or maybe you thought it was one-sided. You might have thought this love wasn't exactly what it could have been or should have been. For some of you, during the month of April, you might be selling out or selling yourself short For some of you, there's some place in your life that you are selling yourself short, or you're acting out of integrity. Is it because you're in a job that you hate? Are you living in a toxic environment? Are you struggling and making yourself sick and worried over this financial struggle? Or are you trying to reach some type of financial security? For some of you, you're definitely going to want to find the courage to stand up for your convictions in the month of April. And you're going to want to take steps toward doing what you love to do. You know, selling out is kind of linked to the shadow aspect. It's almost like you're going to examine your fears that you have around survival, around power, around responsibility, even your fears around success. Although, once you do this, or you get to the point of self-expression, where you can make good choices, where you're allowed to allowing somebody and letting them love you, at this point, you will find your freedom. Again, during the month of April, Capricorn, you're going to struggle for balance. You're going to struggle for truth. You will set your intentions pretty high. You are going to be able to reach your goals in the month of April as long as you follow your heart, as long as you're willing to put the work in, and as long as you continue to seek the truth. So for many of you, April is going to be a very exciting, as well as encouraging, inspiring month for you. There will be some lessons that you may not like, but they are needed. I promise you, each lesson that you go through is needed. So when you're going through that lesson in the moment, in the month of April, when it's not feeling so comfortable, when you're not feeling so great, I want you to tell yourself that this lesson was needed and that I need to find out or understand or examine exactly what I learned out of this lesson so that you don't have to repeat it. With that, I'm sending you all Capricorns love and light. Know that somebody is still hanging around. They're not going anywhere. They're wanting things to get back on the right track. For some of you, it may have felt like things were one-sided, but I don't believe that's true. I believe that in the month of April, somebody is going to speak up or speak out to let you know exactly how they feel. All right, Capricorns, enjoy your April's video. Thank you.